Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Jen, and this is A Better Life with Jen. Now today I thought I would come to you with another taste test. So I've done a lot of taste tests of protein bars, protein drinks, those sorts of things. Today I am coming to you with a taste test of yogurts. Now I love yogurt. I love Greek yogurt. I love all kinds of yogurt. My favorite flavor is vanilla, so that's what I'm going with today. So I have several different types, several different brands, all of high protein yogurts. Some of them are Greek yogurts, some of them are just protein added yogurt, all in the flavor of vanilla. So I thought I would go ahead, taste all of these, see how the vanillas compare, see how the texture, all of that compares. I will give you the macros of each one as I am trying it, and then I will give you my final rating and what my favorite is of all of these. So let's go ahead and get started with the protein vanilla yogurt taste test. So, and before somebody comes at me with only using one spoon, I'm the only person that's going to be eating all these, so it's not considered double dipping if I'm the only one. So I am going to use the same spoon. All right, so the first one we're going to start with is the Yoplait protein yogurt, and this has 1.5 grams of fat, 5 grams of carbs, and 15 grams of protein in this yogurt. And we'll go ahead and we'll give this one a try. And this has no added sugar. They use sucralose as the sweetener. It has a really nice, very vanilla scent. I really like that. Has a nice texture. Nice texture, very smooth. One thing that I do like about protein added or Greek yogurts is they tend to be a little bit thicker, which I really, really like. The flavor is really good. It's a mild vanilla, but has a really good flavor. So we'll see where it stacks up at the end. And then the next one I'm going to try is from the brand Too Good. And this is the blended yogurt. And this has no artificial sweeteners. This actually uses stevia as their sweetener and no added sugars. This has 2 grams of fat, 4 grams of carbs, and 12 grams of protein. So pretty similar to the Yoplait. So we'll give this one a try. Nice vanilla. It has a little bit of specks of vanilla bean in it. And it's a little bit thicker than the Yoplait. I really like the texture. It's a little bit thicker. It's not quite as sweet, but it has almost more of a natural vanilla flavor. So I think I would rate this one higher than the Yoplait. The Yoplait is still going to be at the end so far. All right, so the next one we're going to try is a Chobani, and I have 2 different Chobanis here. The first one is a Chobani Zero Sugar Greek Yogurt, and this has no fat. It has 5 grams of carbs and 12 grams of protein. So once again, pretty similar to the others with the protein. And this one has no added sugars. And this uses monk fruit extract as their sweetener. So we'll go ahead and we'll give this one a try. A little bit lighter vanilla aroma than the others. And a little bit thinner, but that might be because it's a non-fat yogurt. And so adding a little fat to it does give it a little bit of a thicker consistency. It's very good. It's not quite as creamy, and I think that's because it's the fat-free, but the flavor's fine. I don't think I care for it as much as either of the other 2, so I'm gonna move it to the end. Now the next one we have is another Chobani, and this is a Chobani yogurt. This has 0 added sugar, and this one is a much higher protein content. This is a low-fat Greek yogurt, so this has 3 grams of fat, 6 grams of carbs, and 20 grams of protein in this container. So it is a slightly bigger container. This is 6.7 ounces, and this others are 5.3. So a little bit more, but definitely a little more protein. And this has stevia as the sweetener. So we'll go ahead and give this one a try. And right off the bat, it has a little bit of a more vanilla. I can smell a little bit more vanilla in it. And it's definitely a little thicker. But once again, I think that's because it has even more protein and a little bit of the fat in it. Very, very good. The vanilla tastes very natural. It doesn't taste, artificial at all. And the mouthfeel is great with this one. It's a little bit thicker, a little bit creamier. Really like this. So far, this is the winner. All right, the next one we're gonna try is Dannon Light and Fit. And I've had these for years. They have a bunch of flavors, really, really good. And this is 0 grams of fat, 12 grams of protein, and the carbs I'll actually have to look up because it came in a 4-pack, so the information is actually on the package, but I'll have it up on the screen for you. So a little bit less protein than this one, but pretty similar to these. So we'll give this one a try. Nice vanilla aroma. Not quite as thick, especially as this one. Definitely sweeter, much sweeter. So kind of depends if you're going for that. I really like it, but it is pretty sweet compared to the others. But I do kind of like that. I still think I like the Chobani 20 gram. Just has a really nice mouthfeel, but this is a close second. But once again, not as much protein. And then next we're gonna go to 2 different Oikos. So the Oikos 000 has been around a long time. It's a tried and true. I have a lot of that. But they have a new one, and this is called Oikos Pro. And this one is also a 20 gram protein. So they're competing with the Chobani. And this is no added sugar. This is 5.3 ounces. So ounce per ounce, you actually get a little more protein because it's a little bit smaller than the Chobani. This is 3 grams of fat, 8 grams of carbs, and then, like I said, 20 grams of protein. And once again, no added sugars. This uses stevia as their sweetener. Nice vanilla. We'll give it a try. Texture and consistency, I really like it. It's similar to the Chobani high protein. It's a little bit thicker than some of these others, probably because it does have a little bit extra protein and a little bit of that fat. The flavor's a little bit mild for me, so I don't like it as much as these others. I think I would put it actually right there in the lineup. And then the final one we're gonna go with is the Oikos 000. So this is a really popular one, been around, and they have a lot of flavors as well. But once again, I got the vanilla to compare all of them. This is no added sugar, no artificial sweeteners. This is 0 grams of fat and 15 grams of protein in this one. So we'll give this one a try. Very nice taste, a little bit mild, but doesn't taste artificial at all. I really do like this one. It's not quite as thick, once again, probably because it doesn't have any fat in it, which does give it a little thickness. And I think I would put it right there, actually. So this is gonna be my final rating. My favorite is the Chobani 20 gram protein. Great mouthfeel, nice and creamy, a little bit thick, good vanilla. Next is gonna be the Dannon Light and Fit, which is on the sweeter side. So if you're looking for something that's a little bit sweeter, this one is gonna be much sweeter, but a good option. Next is gonna be the Too Good. I really do like this one. It has a nice mouthfeel. Once again, it's not a fat-free one, so that probably helps with that, and a good flavor. Next is gonna be the Yoplait protein yogurt. This has a really nice vanilla flavor. Really like it. Next is going to be the Oikos 000, followed by the Oikos Complete. I just like the vanilla flavor of the 000 a little bit more than the Oikos Pro. And then last is going to be the Chobani Zero Sugar. And it's not bad. It tastes good. It has a nice vanilla flavor. I just think because it has, no fat, a little less protein than some of these others, it's a little bit thinner, and I like a thicker yogurt. But the flavor is very good. None of them taste bad, and I would eat all of them, and I do actually buy all of these brands. That is my final rating. So I hope you enjoyed this vanilla high protein yogurt taste test. The winner, once again, the Chobani 20 gram protein. Great overall. The ones that I chose were all lower fat, so none of these are full fat options, so that's definitely gonna have a little bit creamier consistency. And I chose ones that had no added sugars to them, so that may affect, what you choose. But all of these, like I said, were really good, and I would have all of these. So let me know in the comments if you've had any of these brands, if you have a favorite of these, or if you have another type of yogurt that you really do like. Once again, like I said, vanilla is my favorite, so I went with vanilla to compare all of them. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, comment, subscribe, all the things. I really do appreciate it. And as always, I appreciate everyone watching, and I will see you next week with another video.